Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, Mea Motu. How you doing, Mea?
I'm doing good. Really good.
Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. And I know it's like 6:15 in the morning there. I think you're mad for getting up, but I know how yeah, you're so up for it with your training and stuff. So I know how dedicated you are.
Yes, definitely dedicated to my training. Always busy, so just always looking for fights as well. So yeah, makes me more hungry.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and before we get to how active your year has already been so far this year, let's go back to the start. So where did it all kind of happen for you?
It all started when I was 13 in the amateur days. I started boxing as a kid. My mum just signed me up to do it for fitness. And then I got hooked into it. And I enjoyed it for a little while. But then as a kid, I was just in and out. And then I kind of just stopped so many times. Like I just kept coming in and out of every year. I'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll fight. And then I'll be like, oh, nah, I don't want to fight. And then I just started making a family as I got older. And then I just went back to boxing for fun. And, you know, people were asking me to come back. So I went back and then I just stopped. And then I just lost the passion for it. And then my coach that I'm with now contacted me and was like, you want to give pro a go? And then I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. But I didn't think I would be that great at it. And then, yeah. But before that, I had in my amateur days, I had like 50 fights, had numerous New Zealand titles. So I was very active in my amateur days, but never ever looked at coming pro. I was like, nah, I'm not strong enough. I'm not good enough.
Well, how wrong were you?
Now,
how wrong were you? You know, you look at your record, 7 fights, 7 wins, 4 knockouts. You're on a roll.
Yeah. Well, because I had a lot of people say that I was never a puncher. Like I was never good in, like I'd never reach pro. And like I always looked at it like, oh, they're big punches. Where like amateurs, I was just a little tip tap pitter patter puncher. So I had a lot of people be like, oh, I should never be good enough for pro. And then my coach that I'm with, Isaac Peach, he was like, no, you're born to be pro. Let's just change your style.
No, and as
now, yeah.
Before we started, you know, you're a tough lot over there. You know, I spoke to Joseph Parker the other week, and you're just made of different stuff.
Yeah, I know. Definitely want to reach that goal. So I think that's what pushes us more.
Well, yeah, and there's nothing to say you can't do it. You know, like
I think that's what makes it.
Your records, you know, 7 fights, 7 wins, 4 knockouts. You're in the pro game now. You didn't think you were going to make it in the pro game. Already this year, you had a more active year than pretty most people, fighting in February, March and April. And you've got a fight in May.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I just love fighting. I love it. Enjoy it. Like my coach, he's crazy too. Like we're both crazy. So I'm like, just find me a fight. I don't care. Just give me. I just want to fight. I love the passion of boxing. It's so enjoyable.
Is there other people that you like to watch in the game?
Yes, I do. I like watching Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. Canelo is my favorite. He is by far like the master.
Yeah. And
so yeah, those are the top 3 that I love watching. Oh, yeah. It's Crawford. T-Bud Crawford. Yeah.
Yeah, Crawford. He's definitely up there, isn't he? And obviously you've got your very own Joseph Parker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's in the heavyweight. So yeah, Joseph Parker's very good. And he's really good. So he just fought Junior Farr. But it'll be interesting to see him fight his next fight.
Yeah, you know, as I say, I spoke to him the other day, and he's so up for it. And yeah, as I say, you're well in there. You know, you obviously captured the New Zealand title not long ago, so you're on a roll
Yes,
with that as well. So what's sort of the plan for your next fight? Do you have like training camps, or do you just train all year round?
I do have training camps, but because I've been fighting nearly every month, I've just been continuously doing training camps. Like, I think I've only had like a weekend off. Just like, yeah, I've had like 2 weekends off and that's it. But every other time I'm in training, constant training camp.
Are you the sort of person though that has a weekend off and will watch boxing?
Yes, actually, sometimes boxing, or if it's not, it'll be my children's stuff like their kapahaka or just relaxing with my family.
Yeah, yeah. No, so you are totally
I
dedicated.
barely, yeah, like I barely get any time with my partner. And I'm like, oh. So
Well,
we
you know,
just like I just make time for him and my kids.
yeah, he'll just slot in whenever there's time. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of
Yeah,
those things.
he does.
You've obviously got a very
He's
good
real
supportive
supportive and
family.
he's yes, I do. They're very all like they're all dedicated and willing to help me and push me. So it's I'm lucky I've got that.
Yeah, yeah. So as we say, you've got your fight. Is it round sort of the 8th of May, your next fight, which is against Michaela Jenkins?
Yes, definitely. So my next fight is on 8th of May. And I never know much about my opponents unless I've fought them before, but I always just focus on my training and myself. But I leave that for my coach. I always, because I don't like getting into that. I don't like worrying about my opponents. I like to just focus on myself. And I think that's what makes it less stressful and
No,
more
definitely.
easier for me because I'm like,
You've
yeah,
got to do what works for you, haven't you? And you know that
yeah,
if you kind of, you know, that's their role. Your role is just to go in and fight and get the job done. And if that's what works for you, then that's what you got to go with, haven't you?
yeah, yeah. And it makes it so much easier because then I just got to focus on myself and then I got to do whatever it's my coach's job to focus on my opponents. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And I go in the ring more happier, enjoyed.
No, there's big nights ahead, aren't there? Really big nights ahead. As I say, you know, I've got no doubt that you're just going to roll into May and you're just going to get the job done. Are you going to be one of these people that's going to be then fighting in June and July and then have some sort of holiday?
Yes, so I've got like a break in June.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be my break in June with my family and kids, and then back into training again.
I wondered if it was ever going to happen, to be honest.
I think that's my type of just that, I think that's just me in general. I'm addicted to it. I love training. I love fighting. So yeah. And my coach is all like, I always say to him, like, no, I definitely want to fight because he's always like, are you sure you want to break or you want to? And I'm like, no. And he's like, okay, let's go. Let's take on the world. We're different.
Well, and that's, you know, like they say, a happy fighter is a dangerous one. And if you're on a roll and you're getting those W's, then the addiction kicks in to want to go and get another one and get the next fight and keep going.
Yeah.
Your momentum's there, isn't it? So you want to just keep on going forward. And, you know, obviously it's good you've got your time off in June and it'd be nice to see your other half and the kids. But it's, you know, when are you hoping to go back again? Are you going to look to fight again in July, August time?
So I fight again in July. So July, and then maybe if we can find another opponent in August. But I know I definitely got another one in November. But my coach is just constantly hunting. Like he's just constantly looking for opponents. Yeah. So, and I'm just like, yeah, let's just take whatever we can grab.
Well, no, I think we're definitely going to see you over here at some point.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to go over there. Oh, you know, my other favorite fighter over there is Terry Harper. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
She is a machine. Yeah.
Because you're lightweight, aren't you? So
So I normally fight at 55, but there's just no one here. So I just go up.
how far
Because
can
there's
you
just
go up?
I think the highest I've gone is like 69.
Oh wow! So you've gone up quite a bit then.
Yeah. It's just there's nothing really here in New Zealand, and like the ladies that we want to fight are not really wanting to fight, or they've got other competitions on. So I'm just trying to grab everyone. We're trying to fight everyone, but it's whether if they want to take it or not.
Well, the problem is
Me, I don't. Yeah, I just want to grow.
the problem with you is, Mia, is you're beating everyone, and that's the problem. No one wants to go near you.
I
It doesn't really help,
know.
does
I
it?
think that's what the problem is. Yeah, no. Like, oh, I didn't realize it would go this fast.
Well, like I say, you probably have.
I thought it would go a little bit.
I've spoken to a lot of pro fighters this year, and they haven't been as active as you've been this year for probably the past 2 years, because you've literally hit the ground running and you've just gone with it. And for someone to turn around, I don't know what COVID's like over in New Zealand at the moment. I know it did kind of go back into lockdown after the Parker fight, didn't it, against Junior Farr?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
how's the situation over there? Is it easing up, or how's things?
Yeah, we haven't had any cases lately, and we've finally just opened the borders up to Australia. So that's really good. So hopefully my coach is looking for opponents over there too. So hopefully we can find some female fighters over there to fight, which would be awesome. So now the bubble's slowly opening up, which is good.
It's almost like the borders open, new hunting ground, isn't it?
Yes. And I was like, no mucking around now. And I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's take on the world. That's what he's always saying.
It's only that attitude. It's only that attitude that's going to get you places. And, you know, if you've got the same attitude as your coach, your trainer, you know, then you're only going to drive forward, aren't you? And that's, you know, that's what I love about you as a fighter, is you're exciting. You've got your head screwed on. You know exactly where you want to go, and you're not afraid to fight anyone. And that's, you know, that's quality. You know, people love that. And I'll tell you, if you come over to the UK, you're going to be adopted. I said this to Joseph Parker. You'll come over and you get adopted by the UK, because they love fighters like that just come in and they want to fight. There's no dodging.
Yeah.
There's none of this, you know, none of this business going on behind the scenes. It's a case of, she's a woman.
And I'm like, oh, why waste? Yeah, that's how it should be.
No, honestly.
I think everyone just looks, they just want to make their record look pretty. But to me, it's not about that. To me, it's about just fighting. Let's go and let's just grow.
Well, I'll tell you, if you ever come over here, you give me a shout, because it'd be
definitely
in person. I think you're a top woman, and as I say, you're already
want to come there because there's fighters over there.
Yeah.
Because
this is the place to be at the moment.
Yeah. So once your guys' borders open, then I think definitely we'll be looking there.
Well, honestly, Mia, I really appreciate your time, and I know you're going to go on a run now because you're mad, but honestly, keep up the good work, and hopefully, is your fight going to be shown on anything? I know they like to keep it on their own TV over there, but hopefully we can have a stream or something.
I think we'll have it on YouTube.
Okay.
Because I think Glad Rap's airing it, I think. But if not, I'll definitely send you a link.
Yeah, that'd be great. Honestly, I'd love to watch it.
Yeah.
What we do on this show is we do live watch-alongs for people. So people that can't watch the boxing, we do like a commentary for fights abroad and other places, so other people can listen to what's going on.
Yeah. Well, my coach told me I was meant to be Glad Rap, so yeah, I'll definitely send you the link, and that's meant to be on YouTube.
That'd be great. Honestly, stay in touch, and honestly, I love to your family over there, and keep doing what you're doing because you're absolutely smashing it at the moment. And yeah, keep up the good work.
Yeah. Hopefully, you'll see me soon.
Oh, we will. We will.
Yeah.
No,
thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Yes, the nightmare is coming.
No,
at least you get everyone else.
No, you take care, and honestly, thanks for coming on, and look after yourself.
Thank you.
Well, Mea Motu, cannot wait to see how she gets on in a professional game. She's absolutely smashing it. 7 fights, 7 wins, 4 knockouts. Her next fight on the 8th of May against Michaela Jenkins, and she is flying. She's already had 3 fights this year, and Michaela, you're already destined for big things. So hopefully we're going to see her in the UK soon. And yeah, when she sends me the link, hopefully we all get to see it for ourselves over here. But honestly, thanks for coming on. You've been on JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations, and we'll see you all soon.